last night when we went out to the beach. Yeah, they're snorkeling. There must be some fresh water there coming from somewhere nearby. Because you see the aqua blue and then it's the dark.
The dark means what?
Yeah, I think that's the salt water. And then the lighter color, there's some fresh water coming from like a stream or something. So
this lighter, the one just in front, right?
Yeah, that would be the fresh water coming from the land. And, well, it could be just the rain runoff too, making that. But yeah, because you see that a lot when you're in an airplane, where a river comes in.
Yeah.
You'll see two different colors.
So I guess after lunch, babe, we can go to the.
Go where?
We can go there and soak ourselves, right? We can go to the water after lunch before we sleep, right?
Yeah, take a little walk. A longer walk than we did yesterday. Yeah.
A bit more. Before the high tide comes. Oh, look at that wave.
Because when I get home, I'm just gonna go to your post that you posted on Facebook, and I'm just gonna share to my story. That's all I'm gonna do is steal all your pictures.
See, they were.
I can see. It seems like I see the actual rocks out there now.
Yeah.
See how the waves curl over? Oh, thank you.
Ganda ng dagat, oh.
Ligo po kayo, ma'am. Ang ganda niya kasi may
Takot kasi ako eh. Hindi ako marunong lumangoy.
Ano lang siya?
Mababaw lang siya dito.
Mababaw lang po.
Pakakain namin. Pupunta kami dyan.
Dagat? Ay, ang dagat.
Ay, okay lang yun kasi takot ako sa dami. Takot ako sa tubig.
Why are those coconuts yellow? Is that tree dead? Or?
No. This is a different kind of coconut.
Okay.
The one is green and then this one is yellow.
Right. And the green ones turn more brown.
Yeah.
Right.
When they get old.
Yeah. When they.
I don't think so. This one
right.
turn brown, babe. I don't think so.
Okay. I've never seen that one before.
Ah.
I've only seen where the green ones turn brown and then they sell those in the store.
But yeah, the water, juice of that. Oh, it tastes good.
Milk, yeah.
And then it's good for the kidney, babe.
Probably better than what I'm drinking. Because they even sell to cook with in the States and coconut water. They sell all kinds of stuff. What are you thinking for now?
This is it. My favorite.
You know what I have next to my chair in the living room? I have a thing like this, and in there is peanuts with the red chili peppers in it. That's one of my favorite snacks.
But when I got my allergy, again, the doctor said no. But I don't care anymore.
But no, I mean, did he test you for what you're allergic to? No.
I didn't even get a blood test.
And babe, you've been eating peanuts all your life. Never have allergic reaction.
No.
So why would you have one now?
Yeah.
I know that allergies change over a lifetime, but that's crazy. What's weird is, I'm only allergic. There's this nut. They call them beer nuts, and they put a sugar-like coating on the outside of the peanut.
Are you allergic with that? No.
And then I would have problems with that.
It's sugar coated, right?
Hmm?
Peanut coated sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to
But
have
just
it.
then.
We used to have it every time we have occasions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, when I go buy lumpia and pancit,
Mm.
sometimes I'll buy the peanuts too. The roasted peanuts.
I love it.
But what I try to eat is the unsalted almonds, because that's a healthy snack. But you're only supposed to eat like 10, and I eat like 40. I think I've had that beer. The one on the label.
Pilsen.
It's a Czechoslovakian beer.
What do you think?
Oh, it's Red Horse.
It's Red Horse, yeah.
Yeah. And the glass is just a different beer. I like it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just forgot that they sold that here, and that it came from here. Because I was skeptical at first.
Grabe ang alon.
I don't see very many boats. I'm okay with the weather like this, but
Are you sure?
I'm positive because then it's not as hot. Oh, they have a shower right there?
Yeah.
I don't want to drink too much now because I know when I'm around your dad and your brother, they're going to want to drink.
But my brother, he can come because the agency already called him
Oh, to go back
for
to work?
medical. Maybe on the 15th or 17th.
He's got to go get a medical exam?
Yeah. Within this week. The agency called him already. Because I thought I know that on the 15th or 16th he needs to go for quarantine before he go.
Before he goes back to work. Wow.
That fast. It's less than a month here or just a month?
How this world, I feel bad with how the United States treats Mexican folks, but I think the world treats Filipinos bad because they make them work so hard, so many hours, and so much away from their
Imagine he
families.
works for about 12 hours a day. But at
12
least,
hours, yes.
yeah, but at least he paid well, unlike me,
Well,
right?
I mean, I think the same with your family is with mine. It's like we didn't have a lot of money, so join the military to get money so you can go to college, and get things built up so you can go do that kind of stuff and then have a better life. Or you have a military career and you get the benefits. Because I know I wanted to stay 20 years. But then I got sick, so
Just to stay for how many years in military?
10 and a half.
10 and a half?
That's why when my job in Seattle fell through, like I was moving to Seattle, I had a job, and then on the drive there, so I had to find something. And I went from different part-times. I got some help from the government just to have food. Because I got food stamps to buy food, but I had no money to pay rent. And then I got a job where I could pay rent, part-time job, so I could pay rent. And then they cut my food. So now I got money to pay rent, but I don't have no food. It's just crazy, you know. So then
Maybe
I just kept.
maybe because they know that you are working.
Well, no, you have to tell them.
Ah. So that's why.
Well, because I'm honest, yeah, I don't try to do that. Or I didn't.
But
you know,
for
you
sure,
could
there
always
are
find-
some people who are gonna do that, right?
You can find jobs where they'll pay you cash. You can find jobs like that, but I was trying to find a job that I could build up to a full-time
You don't just
job.
be lazy in order to live right.
I just want to do it the right way, which is a good thing, because if you do it the right way, then they take money out of your check to give you for Social Security for when you retire. Because I'm not going to get that much, because there was years, you know, like when I was in college, it took me so long to finish college, I didn't work. I mean, well, I worked on and off. I mean, I had a job here and there, but it would only be like 6 months. It wasn't that much. Like, I think it was only maybe four months that I worked in the sorority house, and I cooked for them. Maybe 3 months. But in that time, I saved them so much money, they were able to buy a new stove. I mean, we're talking about the industrial
Stone.
2 big ovens, a big flat griddle on top. Yeah. So I'm going. One time I tried to make omelets. Omelets to order for 70 women. And I thought, you know, I could, you know, if I had the eggs, and all I had to ladle, take the spatula, put the toppings they wanted, slide it over, right? The stovetop was like this. So I had to do it slow. It took so long to do it again. But they did. And then one of the ovens wouldn't heat to like the temperature. You had to kind of know. Well, yeah. But because I organized everything, babe, this piece of meat, prime rib, big prime rib. I was like, ooh, that's an expensive piece of meat.
Primary.
So I was like, oh, let me cook this. It's just sitting here in the freezer. Why not use what's here? So I made it with, and then I made the mashed potatoes and gravy and vegetables.
So you're really a good cook, right?
They thought so.
I thought so also.
Yeah,
Not just they thought.
Yeah. My fraternities thought Thanksgiving. Well, I told you what happened about my stuffing. One of the brothers said, "Where'd you buy this at?" Buy? Don't insult me. Bro, you made this? Yeah, I made it. Not scratch, but half. They're lucky I didn't put the inside, the heart, and the... Because usually I cut them up very small, and I'll saute them in butter and a little bit of raw garlic.
The heart and the
The
liver.
heart, the gizzard, the liver, the gizzard, yeah, all
the
that.
liver.
Chop it up really small pieces. Saute it a little bit, and then melt some butter, and then you just mix all that together with some egg. Chop up some celery, a little bit of onion, maybe a little bit more crushed fresh garlic. Put that in there. Salt, pepper, and I always use my pepper. When I buy pepper, it's in a thing that so it's freshly ground. Yeah, and then I have the spice that I use. That instead of salt, I typically use it's called Goya. It's a Mexican brand of seasoning, and I get the one without pepper because there's one without pepper because I want to use my pepper, and I put that in there. and I mix it all up, and then I fill the turkey up.
Excuse me.
Alright. Thank you.
That's for you. That's for you.
I will keep it because we need
no,
it.
You need it. Yeah, you need it. But don't we submit the paperwork here, right? Yeah.
We just need it when you go to the U.S. Embassy with those pictures.
Oh, I have to go to the U.S. Embassy. I don't know how it works, babe.
We'll go there when you come back.
I just like sitting. This is so relaxing.
Yeah. Just seeing those waters and then
I could take a nap right there.
really.
If they had an umbrella. Because I don't want to get too much sun. Even though this is like this, I could still get sunburned with how white I am. I'd have to go get some of my sunscreen. Put it on. But I would love just to sit in that chair with that cool breeze from the water. Oh, I could lay there and just literally eat.
When you're sick, when you have
There's two left. One for one for you,
one for me. I remember my mother said, when I was still a child and I was so sick, they bring me to the doctor here hospital there, but still, I'm still sick. And then, one day, someone told them to bring me to the seaside and then walk and walk and walk until I get swelling. And then that's yeah.
That fresh salt sea air. There's so many natural things out there that, okay, this is a problem in the U.S. They have doctors so brainwashed that, oh, you have to use the pharmacy. But the thing is,
because I guess they get some extra money. I mean, not just extra money.
Well, yeah,
how many
that's part
percent
of
they
it
get?
too.
Yeah.
That's part of it too.
Yeah.
But they start when they're in medical school, brainwashing them that what they're doing is the best. But it's not true. Because here's what I know. First of all, every pill, every serum for this comes from natural stuff. And like trying to
I thank you.
finding out what the natural ingredients are in a medicine is like, because I wanted to grow my own stuff natural. What's the active ingredient instead of taking the pills? I want the natural ingredients. Because when you take the natural ingredients and you put them together to make the pill, they have to use these things called binders. So first of all, you're taking them from their natural instead of drying it out and then putting it in a tea. Because I learned this from the veterinarian I used to work for. Because he learned a lot of his stuff from China. What kind of bird is that, babe? Is that a hummingbird?
No, it's a Maya. I think it's a national bird, Philippine national bird.
Oh, pool table now. But so first you're changing the chemical composition when you take it from one thing to another, right? Then they have to use these things called together. Those binders are what gives people all the side effects. Then you get these side effects. Then you have to take another pill,
Another pill.
and another pill, and then who's making all the money? The pharmaceutical company.
The pharmacy and the doctors.
Yeah.
So that's why
we're not getting better.
So that's why the medical what should I call this, babe?
The medical profession or doctor, what?
No, it's not the doctor. The medical they're the one who introduced to the doctors that this is good.
Oh, it's the pharmaceutical sales. They're the ones that
the
go
salesman.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, the salesman.
No, I had friends that when they got out of college, they started selling one drug and made so much money from selling one drug, and it was for mental health. And now, you know, all the funding in the U.S., they've taken a lot away from the people that are mentally ill, and now all those people are homeless on the street. What are they going to do? They can't get no job. You know, you just put them out here in an environment where they're robbed, they're beaten, thrown in jail. It's just horrible, and all that you're doing is making their mental illness worse. and we're, nobody's really thinking.
Because they knew it that once they took that medicine, and then you need
Eat,
to
baby.
get another medicine.
Don't wait for me. It's okay. I don't want you to have your food be cold.
Oh my God.
See, you know how you are. You know how you are with your politics here. That's the way I am with my politics
And
in the
in
U.S. I'm very, very vocal. And Joan, who came to help me, that's what she does for a living. Like, she's one of the main people that helps in the presidential campaigns.
Ah.
Like, yeah.
And
she's a Democrat. So she's the more liberal. Because she did the last presidential campaign. She worked for Bernie Sanders. And right now she's trying to fight. They have the FDA wants to eliminate menthol cigarettes, and it's like that's very racial, because the main people who drink menthol cigarettes are African Americans. I said, if you want to have if the FDA came out and said all cigarettes, no problem. But no, they just said the menthol cigarettes, which Mary will have a problem because that's what she smokes.
the men. Oh,
Yeah,
the
she smokes
mental.
menthol, yeah. Well, once upon a time, that's what I smoked too. I smoked Newports. Just 'cause
I
like
remember.
the
I
flavor.
remember my father. He smokes a lot, and then one time he was so sick. He was a hard cough, and then Kevin told him, "Grandpa, if you don't stop that, and then he will kill you. That smoke, that will gonna kill you." And then he stops. But what we can do right now is to stop him from drinking wines.
Well, what stopped me from smoking is I was trying to get in good shape. I was running 2 miles and swimming 2 miles. And one day I got out of the swimming pool, and I was like,
Throw it away.
that's it.
Oh,
I'm done.
babe, look at your pizza.
Yeah. Oh, and
my.
two. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get first plate.
See? That's my babe's pizza. Oh my gulay. See? Okay, it's time for us to have lunch. So I'm gonna say bye-bye for now, and then see you later.